Nope, we're starting you're gonna be baby Freddy.
You be,
No,
you be, baby, baby.
it's Carter Fredlin, not Baby Freddy.
Baby
So when we
Freddy.
last left off,
Oh,
Hmm.
no, it kicked me out. There we go.
nobody cares. Uh, when we last left off, the party had gone down to investigate GH3, an abandoned planet. After investigating the ruins, you guys found that the uh, various tunnels that were sort of weaved into the natural architecture of the cracked landscape had a significant impact, uh, both physically and metaphorically. At a sign of a crater, there was a new populace built. There were signs of intelligent growth with doors and windows and seating arrangements, as well as the first sign of art and construction. A totem, a small statue, in the semblance of a creature that does not match the Nehelamites' data. Um, some sort of alien uh, species has had some sort of influence on these people. But where they went and what happened to them, you do not know. But at the end of the first day, which by that I mean basically after 5 hours of investigating, you guys went back up to the ship and decided to share your findings with the rest of the individuals that stayed on the ship. So why don't you guys go ahead and do that?
Just a question. I assume that would just be only me, right? I would assume. Considering you said,
Alexander wasn't here last session either.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
But just shut up.
Slice of life there. School days.
Shut up. Talk to each other.
Yeah. I don't know.
I enforce it.
We found this weird thing about.
All right. You guys have been. I will let you guys decide if you have just sort of been sleeping or if you like haven't been doing anything at all. But also, some time has passed. So if you would like to have been working on something in that meantime, you may do so. Sorry, I'm wrestling with this music bot because it is just not working right now. But
Oh, right. We forgot we're not Tori. We're missing Zoe's voice.
oh yeah. Okay, there you go. So yes, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Ask your fellow people that went down to the planet what they found. Ask the people that stayed on the ship what they were doing, and overall just go on autopilot while I try to fix this thing. Give me a second here. Just give me a freaking second.
So we found this statue-looking thing of Bob in a weird building.
Interesting.
Yeah, pull it out of my pocket and show it.
I lean in to get a good look at this thing.
Wait,
As I
sorry
tower
to
over
interrupt.
you.
You had it in your pocket?
Yeah.
It's a foot long.
Oh, I thought it was like hand size, like small.
No, I described its dimensions that it's like a foot tall and a half a foot wide.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
Okay.
You got
Like,
some really fucking deep pockets.
It's about the size of like that golden idol that he stole from the very first Indiana Jones temple. But you know.
I mean, I have seen shorts with pockets that would fit in, but I don't think Silva has those size pockets.
Okay,
He would just be holding it in his hand then.
Yeah, it's also quite sharp. So if you tried to stick it in your pocket, it would probably disintegrate your pants.
Roger.
Not intentionally either. Just
I think it would have been safe with. I think it would have been safe beside me.
Well, remember, you dropped it to become a gun.
Yeah, I put it down, but I was gonna pick it back up, but.
yeah, Solus is like the safety net that you put around these precious artifacts when you move them around. Just make sure
He's
they
the
don't get
backpack.
chipped or damaged. Yeah.
I'm the backpack.
Backpack. So we got a backpack in this game and Friday's game.
God damn it, and this one talks.
The other one does too.
Fuck. Can we kill this backpack? Is that an option?
All right.
I don't think that would be an option. Anyway, like I said, I lean in to slightly see if I can identify anything on this object, because I've never seen it before. Like,
Sure. Do you have a specific move that you'd like to do, or do you want to just like...
I just lean closer to it, like sniffing Silver's hand close, even though I can't sniff. But, like, just looking at it very intensely with a very intense, eyeless stare, whatever is behind my...
You're creepy, armor fellow.
Do you want to just roll like plus sharp to just kind of like observe it or something?
Yes, that's probably good.
Yeah, again, basically what this game breaks down to is like there are specific moves that you can do or whatnot, but in general, if you just want to roll plus whatever stat you want, really the only reason why the moves are there is to see if you get additional dice. So if you have something that feels like it should apply here or whatever, you get additional dice to roll.
Alright.
Also, just another friendly reminder, whenever you guys fail a roll, you mark experience, but also you guys can expend experience to give yourself another dice when rolling for stuff if you want a greater chance of success. That's a homebrew move that I'm adding. Also, egg points will just give you an extra dice of success.
So no matter what, we had a point of experience. Gotcha.
Well, if you ever fail something, you will mark experience, but fail at whatever task you were trying to do. If you want to expend, any of these extra points of like either experience or egg points or inspiration to get extra dices to give you more successes to counteract that failure that you rolled, you won't mark experience for that failure because you will have more successes than failure, which means that your move that you tried to do, in fact, does go through and succeeds. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay.
I guess.
So what did you get for your move?
I haven't rolled yet, but I'm
Okay.
just trying to remember the command again because I'm
Exclamation point R space 1d6 plus
Yep,
whatever
thank
your
you.
sharp is.
That'll be 0. So.
Okay.
6.
That is a complete success. As you are looking at this thing, you can see that it is very crudely made. I think what I'm going to allow you here is you're going to get +1 hold, which means that for any other additional sort of research or investigation into this artifact, you will get a chance to spend a +1 on any other rolls that you do for investigating this thing, or you could just straight up ask me one question right now. And if it's like a question that's like obvious of like what's it made out of, then I'll be able to just tell you, and that won't expend your question. You'll basically get to ask one extraneous question that you wouldn't normally be able to just tell straight off the bat.
All right. Well, in that case, are there any? We know it's crudely made, but are there any markings or like design patterns located on the item?
No. There are no markings to notate any sort of tool usage. This was not carved. This was shaped, but you're not entirely sure how. There also aren't any markings for like text or language. There's no like name of either like who this idol is in depiction of, or the craftsman person who made this. You can tell that this thing is relatively sharp, so you kind of assume that it was just hewn from straight rock. But the fact that this thing is quite dark and dense denotes something else.
So, would it be something like a construct, maybe? Made by
no, this doesn't look like it moves or anything. This is just a hunk of material shaped into a humanoid shape.
Interesting. It seems like it was somewhat created, but it also doesn't make sense how it was created. Very interesting. Do you mind if I take it to study it a bit more, perhaps?
I ain't got much scanners up on this vessel, but sure, go ahead.
All right. I take the item, being very careful not to accidentally, or I'm sure I probably can't, but I not to accidentally go through the armor placed on my hands, and just hold it very gently, like lightly.
As with you normally have to do in order to not damage anything that you interact with, you're actually finding this thing is surprisingly easy for you to interact with, that it is much more durable than some of the other things you've interacted with.
Interesting. Despite how it looks, it's sturdier than it seems.
Also, with the increased gravity on the planetoid down below because of its small and dense atmosphere, this thing was relatively heavy, but, small enough to move about. Now that it's up here in space, it does still sort of have that weight that comes with density, even though there is less gravity. So it requires more force to be able to move it.
It's heavy too, which is surprising considering we're in space. I'll have to look into this, whatever this thing is. Anything else any of you managed to find out about the planet below?
There were weird cracks in the form of some sort of language appearing down there. My best guess is that somehow that thing might be the source. Have no way of confirming that or not. Little slime ball here, I think, was trying to figure out what some of the writings were.
Solus did manage to very accurately get a complete section of like all the different characters, the words and sentences that were written.
Is there like any piece of paper?
I assume you did that. It was like basically you formed yourself into the word and then like stamped it like a like a stamp onto on a piece of paper or something.
Stamp my face upon this paper.
That would be very easy for you as a Kirby knockoff to make some imprints.
Fucking Colby knockoff.
He's nothing like Kirby.
He ain't even pink.
Well, his whole shtick is like turning into other stuff.
I mean, I could be any color.
Kirby is just a more solid slime, I guess.
Scooby.
With a universe as a stomach.
That's the next Metal Gear character, Solid Slime. Oh shoot, where's my water? Oh, I left it in the other room. Hold on, I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Solid slime was in that bottle.
Alexander's just like sipping a cup of blood.
Where'd he get it from?
One of these days, I'm gonna be behind Alexander, mimicking his every move.
I believe it. I believe you'd try like mimicking the blood, and I accidentally take a sip of you.
Oh, no.
Only for like me to hear you in my mouth. It's just like, what the fuck? Spit you out.
Alexander, now I'm fucking curious. If you do manage to like try to suck my quote-unquote blood, what would happen? Because I'm just a silicone life form. I'm a gelatin life form.
If you have any life energy, I could technically eat you.
Yeah.
So are you alive? Are you kind of like a sentient being? Or
If
you
you
just
have
slime?
hit points, you are alive.
In that case, I could eat Solus, technically.
If you have hit points, you could be killed.
I mean, technically, all of us with a mouth can eat Solus.
I don't think it tastes that good.
Just tastes like fucking bubble gum.
No, you
Says
taste
you.
like a blobfish, probably.
You guys want to taste him?
No.
I'll take a bite.
Do you actually?
No!
I give Alexander a little piece of me.
I said I was like sipping a cup of blood, and Solus's response was, one day Alexander's gonna turn around, I'm gonna be mimicking him.
Solus, what do you think you taste like? Just
Why
like,
are you rolling dice for it?
just
Hold
like
on,
random
please.
chemicals or something?
Yeah, just like chemicals and just that slight aftertaste of concrete.
Alexander, do you consume of the taste sample?
Fuck it.
You've tasted this kind of taste before, and it's usually part of like your cleaning chemical supplies, something like when you put your mask on, like after you've cleaned it, and it just kind of has that like metallic, nasty, chemically taste.
Alexander's just like smacking his lips like, mind if I get another bite of this?
Absolutely not.
Fair enough.
Now, what do
Alexander just puts his mask back on.
Now, what's something I can eat around here to regenerate the slime that I just lost?
Want some blood?
You just feed him the empty wrapper.
I just like
yes.
I toss the cup into him.
Nom, 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 nom.
Solus,
Just
describe what it
He's
looks
washing
like.
my dish. What the fuck?
Wait, what was that?
Yeah. Describe what it looks like when you consume this.
So, anytime I eat something, of course it'll go inside my body as it slowly deteriorates and dissolves.
And this is
so
the
free
person
trash
you
can.
trust to hold on to your valuables.
We have a free trash can now.
We're sleeping in different rooms.
Oh, geez, I'm being texted. I'm just being DM'd by everyone.
Well, I suppose now I shall take it, if it's already written down or stamped down somewhere. I'd like to take a look at or listen to the words that you managed to find out, Mr. Slime.
What?
He wants to look at the alien text that you copied. And I'm going to say that because you did such a good job, this will count as, like, getting assistance with, like, rather than just looking at mad scrawlings on a wall, these are actually, like, legible printouts, basically. So you will get an additional... Anybody who wants to roll, like, magic, or, like, use magic or any other skill to try and decipher these will get an additional dice.
Alexander would give it a shot.
Alright.
I will also give it a shot.
What kind of... I think this would probably be use magic, so you're going to roll plus weird, but you get 2 dice to start off with, and if you have an additional move that you'd like to try and use, let me know.
Nah, I got a +3. I should be able to do this.
Okay.
That will be a... Oh, that's just 2 sixes at that point. I got a full +3 and a 6 +3.
Okay.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Right, it's plus weird, right?
Correct.
And I'm so glad I have a +3 in my plus weird.
Okay, I got a 6 and a 2.
Okay. So, you got a failure and a success, which would count as a mixed success, which means that you kind of understand and follow along, but it's not very easy. With Silva, you got a 5 and a 4, which is 2 mixed successes, so sort of the same pot. What did you get, Alexander?
Technically, it's just 2 sixes.
Okay, that is a complete success. So I will say that you will get +1 ongoing for investigating the text, or you can spend that ongoing. And again, the difference between hold and ongoing is that hold you can spend once. Ongoing means that you get just +1 for every skill check that you want to use regarding the alien text from here on out. Or you can ask a question. But yes, you do start to decipher the characters, and you are able to sort of very slowly, very painstakingly try and decipher it into another language that's legible. Again, you see characters that are familiar, things that are like referencing others, something that breaks it down into like verbs and adjectives, conjunctions, and things. It takes a while, but you are able to get to a point where these words are legible. Do you want to use your question, or do you just want to hold on to your ongoing?
I'm gonna hold on to the ongoing.
Okay. Would you like me to read the text? Or would you like me
please.
to... Okay. The end has come upon the 4 corners of the land. The end is now upon you, and I will unleash my anger against you. I will judge you according to your conduct, and repay you for all your detestable practices. I will not look on you with pity. I will not spare you. I will surely repay you for your conduct and the detestable practices among you. Just like strewn lines and lines of various different like threats and curses and things. a lot of disaster, unheard of disaster. See it comes, the end has come, the end has come, it has roused itself against you. See it comes, doom is upon you who dwell in the land. The time has come, the day is near. There is panic, not joy in the mountains. I'm about to pour out my wrath on you and spend my anger against you. I will judge you according to your conduct and repay you for all of your detestable practices. I will not look on you with pity, I will not spare you, and I will repay you for your conduct and all the detestable practices amongst you. Just like a lot of almost reoccurring sentences and phrases, and you're not really sure where it stops and ends. Because again, this text, this writing, doesn't seem to start or stop anywhere. There's no punctuation. It's just constantly flowing and ongoing, crisscrossing, just completely scrawled over every surface. And so it's just a bunch of doom and forewarning like that.
I don't know about you guys, but whoever wrote this really did not like any one of them.
Your voice sounds like it hurts.
It doesn't. Trust me, I'm good.
Alright.
I think we fucked up.
I've been practicing the voice in my spare time. I'm good.
I think whatever happened on the planet, probably that item, if it does have something to do with it, I think we might have brought a fragment of the apocalypse home.
Should we take this back to the station?
I don't think we should take this anywhere.
I mean, it's what we were paid to do.
Fair enough.
I think we should take it back, and if they throw it in the incinerator, good riddance. And if they don't, it'll be fine.
Like, the doom has already reached that planet from what we can tell, the people are gone.
They're already dead. Let's just take it and go.
Yes, that probably seemed like a good idea. Before the apocalypse struck us down too.
I mean, we didn't do anything.
Maybe.
From the looks of it, whoever wrote this has really had a really bad grudge.
They're just, I don't know, mad.
Whatever they were doing on the planet must have been sick.
Probably involved a lot of blood and rituals. But maybe,
I like the first part of that, not so much the second.
Well, there is a chance that it was the statue that they were worshipping. It was sort of at the centerpiece of the church.
it's entirely possible.
But the question is, who would write that if it was the centerpiece?
Maybe
One of the believers?
Maybe the centerpiece controlled one of the believers. It's probably not possible, but you never know.
You're right about that, you never know.
Let's not dwell on it. Let's just leave, I think, for the better.
Yeah, I agree with that guy.
So, you guys want to pack up and head on back?
Unless anyone wants to go back down there.
Oh, I fucked up the hot dogs.
MIA1 said, "Hey, just to chime in, there probably something still alive on the planet."
And it can stay on the planet.
I mean, there were... But did that Eris guy that finished those that?
I don't think we're getting paid
What did
to
you
see if
just say,
they're still
Slumber?
alive.
Someone smack Solus, he's speaking Spanish.
Yeah, what did you say?
Alexander proceeds to smack Solus. Just had to get them to speak correctly.
Oh, there was a feeling that someone was watching us from the distance.
Oh, there's Putnam.
Could have been some animal.
There's all sorts of things going on in it. I don't know. I think it's a bit more than what normal scientific means can find out, at least what we can. We have no scanners, no detectors, we have nothing to research this place.
Yes, I think it's probably better if we head back, buy some stuff that'll, help our endeavors in the future, and perhaps return here at a later date with better equipment.
MIA1 said, "We did hear noises while coming back to the ship."
Oh.
That is correct.
You guys sure you didn't
Yes,
bring
and then
anything
there
on the
was-
ship?
We brought the statue, which is, as I said when I first showed it to you, I still think that the statue is somehow the source of those scratches.
Well, won't
But
be
they
our
only
problem
happen
once
at
we turn it
night.
in.
Well, whatever happens, I think we could still probably get out of here. We have the artifact. That was our entire job of this, so I suppose we head on back and see what anyone else can do with the planet or something.
Are you still wanting to check back on the crater after waiting a few hours?
Yeah, I want to at least check back on the crater before we leave.
What the heck? When did you get here?
He got here like
Did
2
you not hear me
seconds
address
ago.
that Paimon showed up?
I've actually been here before you. I just never got mentioned.
What are you talking about, Spill? Paimon's been here before even I was
Shut
here.
up! You can't gaslight me.
No,
I
Fuck.
noticed
said,
the
"Oh, hey,
small
Paimon."
child in the back.
I'm
You
the
just
one
didn't
that
notice
makes
them.
up
They're
stuff
too
that you guys
small.
believe. Shut up.
It was when Freddy was saying the thing about thinking that we were being watched. That's when Paimon hopped into the call.
Gotcha.
Because I'm the one watching. I am.
Exactly. You are the one who watches.
Very good. Very good and very timely.
I'm not the hero the city needs, but the one it deserves.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That's enough.
They sure as hell don't want you there either.
But I do want to explore it again, just to see if there's been any damages.
Well, the scratches did damage it, so.
I had with you guys this time.
You know what? I'm with you. We may need the extra support.
Here's the one thing that I will say. You guys were only tasked with finding an artifact, something of value that represents their culture or whatnot. This appears to be alien, so you're not even sure if this is the correct totem or if there was something else you were supposed to get. Like, this is the only, part of this planet that was, if you got your coordinates correct, this is the spot. So you assume that you did a good job. But again, any additional information or bits of, lore or, stuff that you can get from different places, you will be rewarded. So to start off with the text and whatnot that Solus got, that will also count towards you guys getting paid better. But again, not necessarily any point in scouring a desert planet trying to find more stuff if there just ends up being none, which is probably why the people before you did not spend much time and energy on this planet in the first place, is because they thought that there wasn't much of value and that these people and their history wasn't worth investigating or saving. Not trying to steer you one way or the other, just kind of reminding you, are you in it for the paycheck? Are you interested in the mystery? Or are you here to be good Samaritans and citizens?
I'm definitely not that last one.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll remain on the ship to study this artifact, see if I can get anything out of it than what we've already discussed. And if not, well, I'll just be here with it in case none of you come back. That's a joke.
Considering the fact Alexander managed to... He was the best one in figuring out the language, I think it's good for him to go down inside to see if he can find anything else.
I just want to make sure that we didn't leave it destroyed just to find out that wasn't the artifact.
Oh please, you just want the money.
I'm a child. What do I want the money for?
Here's the one thing I will say, is that you could investigate the other parts of the planet that aren't experiencing nighttime, basically. If you want to investigate, parts of the planet that have daylight.
Permanent day?
What?
Permanent day?
It's 6-minute day. Oh wait, no, 8-minute day, 16 minutes. Minute day. Goodness gracious.
Minecraft.
It's 8-minute day or 8-hour days and 16-hour nights.
You okay there, Sparrow?
I'm gonna write this down.
We could explore a different area. Is it night in the crater?
Correct. That's why you came back up.
Oh, alright, so this is like right after we got back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys just want to cut ahead to several hours later and go back down during the daytime, you can. I was just posing the threat of it's nighttime and you guys are planet side. What do you guys do?
I do have a question first.
Mm.
I know that they didn't really supply us with much, but did they happen to supply us with flashlights or something?
No.
We only got what we had on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you brought, that's it.
I thought so. I was hoping.
Some of you have technology on you that sheds light. Some of you have alien or mystical artifacts that shed light. They would not bother with giving you flashlights. The ship that you're on doesn't even have a communications array.
As they said, they were running low on funds. Was just a side team.
What are we? I'm not gonna make that joke again.
The tutorial squad.
Shut up.
I
got a medic bag. Maybe I got a flashlight in there.
We could wait to explore a day, or we could explore different areas while we wait before it turns day.
Yeah, as long as you guys aren't planet side, I'm really not gonna get you guys stuck on how long stuff takes. You can just skip ahead to time and whatnot.
I say we explore both day and night. Something different might happen.
We can barely see at night, even with the
MIA once
flashlight.
said, so split up.
Splitting, that was not the plan.
I didn't say split up. That's a dumb idea.
Try to find some clues.
Or are
We
you
only
scared,
have one
Alexander?
Zop pod. No, I'm just not stupid. We only have one Zop pod.
And you will have to take trips. Because that is not big enough to fit all of you.
Exactly.
I mean, we could explore both sides of the planet.
At the same time?
This is a fairly small planetoid.
I'd be open for that.
Again, it would be probably easier if your ship had any sort of sensors, but,
So,
or if
team
you had
gets the
some sort of
backpack?
vehicle, but yeah.
So which team gets the backpack?
Pointing at Solus.
I'm sticking with Mia.
And then
Fair
Mia's
enough.
and I'm sticking with Paimon, and Paimon's and I'm sticking with Alexander. And Alexander's and I'm sticking with Zero. Well, I guess we're all sticking together.
I'm not going to the ship.
I was expecting you to say everyone but Alexander. Everyone wants to stick together. Alexander is soloed out.
Yeah, Alexander's the one person that splits up.
I just go off on my own. See you guys.
Alexander isn't Freddy.
Well, I've changed my mind. I'm saying I'm
Freddy's the
I just now
Freddy's
got
the
that.
backpack.
Hey,
No, it was a joke to the Cyberpunk games.
Ah, fair enough. I don't watch that.
What did you say, Zero? What's your plan?
Well, I'm going to remain on the ship simply because to make sure the artifact is safe, to make sure no one tries to get on the ship, although unlikely, and to make sure I can still bring it back just in case no one else comes back.
Fair point.
Fair enough.
Also, I will say that we do
okay.
have Telgar, who would technically be staying on the ship as well, that could cover those things, if you would rather.
I'll also just stay on the ship. Better have two men than one man. Again.
And
Understood.
one artifact.
And one artifact, exactly.
So okay, so theoretically
The
speaking,
artifact
this
is
gonna
going to
be-
watch the other artifact.
Okay, so wait. There's gonna be one team of 3 and one team of 2.
Yes.
As Zero and Tilgar are still on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically alright.
I'm gonna break this down. How many days do you how many hours do you want to spend investigating this planet?
10.
Okay.
At least 10.
I will say that with that, you guys can pop down in several different spots and get kind of the same ratings as that. Other than this one crater that had this sort of change structure, basically this planet is a giant ant farm. That it's kind of got these cracks in it. They've got some sort of alien life that used to live under this terrain, basically, and sort of carved out tunnels and caves and homes and whatnot. But there isn't any sign of food. There isn't any sign of debris, of refuse, of trash, of anything. No signs of life at all, other than there were basically homes.
So even the mole-like creatures are dead? The ones that made those homes?
You don't know what kind of creatures these were. They could be moles, they could be ants, they could be, they could be anything. You don't know. They could be worms or something.
And there's just no signs of them?
There's no sign of them. You don't know how they lived. You don't know how they died. You don't know anything.
Wait, we do. Wait, I thought we. No, we don't know how they died, but we know how recently they died.
Correct. It's within the last month or so that the entire populace has just disappeared. The only site of interest is the location, the coordinates basically that were given to you for you to investigate, which was this crater that had a city sort of built into it. And in that city, there are signs of intelligence with how they crafted their homes. As in, they kind of carved doors, windows, and furniture out of the rock. But that's also the crater's also where you see the Saint's scrawlings. And also, whenever you go back to investigate, there's more of it.
There's more stuff there?
Yes, there's more writings on the wall. And whenever you're not looking at it, it seems like it's constantly growing. But I think at this point, if you guys are spending this much time, you can see, I think one of you just perchance happens to see another line just sort of form, just out of thin air, without any sort of, force or anything. It just you see the stone and it gets carved away as if an unseen blade was pushed into it. This text is writing itself and constantly growing.
Okay, I know this might be a long shot, but is this some kind of past present thing where if something happens in the past, it's happening currently in the present?
What are you talking about?
Pretty much he's saying let's say someone in the past shot someone and all of a sudden on that person in the future a skull with that bullet would have pop up right there, and that person would all of a sudden remember getting shot. You ever seen Loki?
I understand even less by what you just said.
Okay, you ever play Mortal Kombat 1? Do you remember that once? Fuck!
Alright,
you ever watched the TV show Loki?
Yes, but I am going to explain that you don't think that this writing is being caused by people in, the past or the present or the future, whatnot. This alien writing is writing itself.
Yeah, this isn't a time anomaly.
Just the whole area is alive.
And if you leave down like paper or parchment, or if you leave anything near this writing, it will slowly accumulate the writing as well. It's like a fungus that's spreading out.
Okay.
Can I sigh it with like a test tube of blood that I have on it?
I mean, you pour blood out into the ground and it just sort of stains the blood. Or it just stains the ground with blood. But if you leave like a test tube on the ground, it'll like carve onto the test tube. Actually, I think it like carves through the test tube. I think the test tube is too small.
Too fragile, so it just gets...
Yeah, it's too thin. It'll just
can Alexander start like reading it to see if it's the same thing?
Yeah.
Just like constant threats?
Yeah. It's some sort of like angry, just sort of almost mad scroll. See the day, see it comes, doom has burst forth, the rod has budded, arrogance has blossomed, violence has arisen, a rod to punish the wicked, none of the people will be left, none of that crowd, none of their wealth, none of their value, the time has come, the time is right, let not the buyer rejoice, not the seller grieve, for my wrath is a whole crowd, the seller will not recover the property that was sold as long as both buyer and seller live, for the vision of concern. Just like, a lot of that.
Why the dragons? Holy shit.
I mean, I could keep going if you want.
But it really didn't like these people. Are we sure this isn't the artifact?
We are.
I mean, do you guys want to take a sample of this text?
I'll do it.
Yeah. If you guys can find some way of doing it, you could just like break off a chunk of the wall or something.
I got claws.
Alright. Give me a roll plus tough. Roll to kick some ass.
Let's see, what's my tough? 0, okay.
I will give you an additional dice because you do have claws, as you've stated.
That's a 5, and that's a 3.
Okay, so a mixed success. So I'm going to say that you do manage to break off a chunk of this wall, but I'm going to say that your claws are damaged, and you won't be able to repair them until you get back to base. So you're going to be suffering at on a -1 tough for using your claws. You'll still get the extra dice, but you'll have like a -1.
When you said that it was like a mitts fail, I thought you were going to say like the writing starts popping up on my hand as I'm trying to like cut it off.
No, that would be if you got a complete success. Or a complete
failure.
Oh god! A complete failure.
Oh, thank god. I thought I was about to say, wait, so if I did even better, I did fucked over? What the fuck? I'm gonna take the piece I cut off and just like walk up to Solus and say, here you go, backpack.
Put it inside.
And to be fair, it might be the safest if you keep it in Solus so the text doesn't spread to the rest of your ship.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the main
I ain't holding this for more than a minute. I'm putting it in Solus.
The main problem with that, though, is the fact that Solus is about to go out, so he's not going to have enough room to put more stuff in him.
No, like this. This has been over your accomplishment of many days.
Oh, okay.
This is us
or not
doing
many
this
days,
for
but many
while.
hours. So you guys could do multiple trips. I will say.
Not to mention, from what
I volunteer on going to the night area.
I'm gonna say that you don't discover anything else if it's night.
Damn it.
Oh, so we should all just kind of...
Yeah, it didn't matter if it was night or day. It was just that you notice sounds more when it's darker. because you were more.
That's just
heightened.
weird.
No, you were more heightened because it's an animalistic thing. Your senses are, heightened when you can't see.
So pretty much what we have found out about this planet.
All right, it was
there's
supposed to be
nothing alive.
spooky, man. Like, can you?
Fair enough. I'll shut up about it.
All right, it's okay.
Alright, we might as well all just explore the other part of the planet.
Fine by me.
While we wait for it to turn day.
I mean, I basically said that you investigated the rest of the planet in those 10 hours and did not find anything.
We explored. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Got a
Both day and
question.
night,
Did we-
nothing of interest. The only site of interest is the coordinates you were given.
Did
Alright,
we,
then is it currently day for the crater?
Say that again?
Is it currently day for the crater then?
Sure.
Okay, then I want to go visit the crater. Who's coming with me?
I'll go.
I don't have much of a choice.
Alright, turn into my gun again.
God damn it.
I guess the gun that can't gun.
Well,
Exactly.
depends. Solus, roll.
Just feed me bullets.
Depending upon how well you roll to mimic something, you can earn the traits of that thing.
Okay. Is it just a real natural 1d6?
Well, it's plus weird, and I'm gonna give you an
Okay.
extra dice because this is like the trait of your race.
Because Alexander
Weird
came.
is 2, so
Roll d6 plus 2 twice. All right, so you got a 1 and a 2. Hold on.
No,
that
a 3 and a
turns it
4.
into a 3 and a 4, so that's 2 mixed successes, which I think means that you just turn into the shape of a gun. Unfortunately.
Wait, why did you roll 1 d2s?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you
yeah.
rolled d2s.
whoops. Freddy,
Freddy, are you good, bud?
He
I
really
was
did
thinking
not
about
be a
being
gun.
plus 2.
Man said, I don't want to be a gun. Wait, I don't think he'd be a good gun, though, considering he's holding that one piece of writing.
We'll say that this happened at a different point in time.
Okay, fair enough.
I assume you guys wanted to grab a section of the writing, like, right before you left, so...
Fair enough.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, so you got a 4 and an 8, which is a mixed success and an outstanding success, which I will allow you to round out to a complete success, or you can have an overwhelming success with a problem.
Do you want problems?
I don't want problems.
Alright,
Why not?
Problems are bad.
Wait, so does this mean if I like put
you
stuff
can
in him, he
turn
starts
into
shooting it
any
out?
weapon that is 2 CR or lower without any problems. Or you can
Okay.
turn into a weapon of 4 CR or lower, but there's a problem.
Yeah, I don't think you want a problem, Paimon.
I want a new problem.
I mean, the
man.
problem... your weapon's already sentient. I don't think you want any additional problems.
Sentient, but it doesn't want to fire.
Oh. He has to be in the mood to fire.
It's like Cyberpunk. It won't ever aim for the head.
You gotta return the favor.
So what are you becoming, Fredward?
What weapon do you prefer, Paimon?
I think Solus, you get to decide.
Yeah, you get to decide. You're the gun. I just need a gun.
So you can be an
I
old-fashioned
just
weapon
need
or a
a
hidden
gun.
weapon. So if you want to be a gun, you have to be a tiny pistol.
It's perfect for the tiny boy.
Okay, yeah, I'll be a tiny pistol for the tiny owl.
Okay.
Alexander's just gonna.
Solus,
use
you
point
deal
38
one
revolver.
harm, you are close, loud, and you are reload, and you have small. But small basically means that it can be concealed.
Okay.
Reload means that sometimes you may not be able to fire because you will be reloading instead.
Gotcha.
Loud is obvious, close means that you have to be close, and one harm is also obvious.
Okay.
Alright, what are you guys doing down on the planet?
Up to them.
I would like start heading to the pit, the little thing, crater.
Yes, the entire city's in the crater. And again, you guys can walk across this writing. It's just that when you leave something on it for too long, that it will slowly get consumed.
Are we? Even
Wait,
though
it gets
today-
consumed into it?
Like the writing will grow over it, onto it.
Okay.
Is the writing continuing, even during the day right now?
Yeah, like it's always going. It's just harder to notice. And again, the building that was at the center, where a lot of this writing is gotten to the point where it looks like if you get too close, it might just collapse.
I'd like to roll to investigate a mystery.
All right, please do so.
Was that with sharp, and is it 2d6 or what?
I will double check.
It is sharp.
It is short.
Indeed, it is. Also, don't you have a thing for like investigating the story or whatever?
No, that would just basically be Destiny's Plaything. Is the only one I really have.
But I think that
For-
when you have the Destiny's Plaything, you get something for whenever you participate in the dream that you had.
Give me a moment to double check.
Again, I wish your character sheet was more accessible.
Someone do something.
Oh, it's
real
here
quick
for
while
a
I check.
reason, yeah. Oh wait, no, that's
No,
me.
here for a reason is just me not being able to die.
You can't die on us.
It's acceptance. Okay.
Would acceptance count for this?
No, because it's your fate's tags. So, gotcha. My mistake.
Yeah.
I misread
Yeah.
it wrong.
Yeah, the only real thing I have is Destiny's Plaything for that.
But that's just me giving you a heads up to the mystery. Nothing for ongoing. Okay. Never mind.
Alright. I got a 5 and a 4, both +2. It becomes a 7 and a 6.
Okay. That is a complete success and an outstanding success. So that means that you get to ask, or you basically get 3 hold, or you get to ask 3 questions. Or, excuse me, 2. I apologize.
I would like to know if anything has changed within the night in this area.
You can see that the scroll has started to spread more. It has, it's more prevalent towards the center where it's crisscrossed so many times that the material that it's written on has started to basically fall apart, as I have stated.
Then I'll just take the one hold because I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. I'll let you have 2 hold because I kind of did describe that when you guys came up, so.
Okay.
Can I investigate a mystery to try to find like where this may originate from?
I mean, you may roll to investigate a mystery. I'm not sure what you mean by an originate from.
Like, will the writing first start popping up?
I mean, you understand that the majority of it is at the center of this this crater where this building was being built. You don't know if it started on the edge and just amassed here and accumulated here, or if it started here and spread outwards. I don't think that's something that you can necessarily determine, but I'll let you roll for it.
Let's see, like, show.
I'll say if you get an outstanding success, you'll be able to ask that question.
How many dice do I gotta go? Just one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's a 5 + 1.
Okay, that's a complete success. So, I will let you ask that question. You get the idea that this is something that has happened to this place. You don't know if it was necessarily planned or intentional, but it did start in the center and has spread out, and it keeps coming back and forth and overlapping, and it will spread and cover out this entire planet.
This planet should be avoided at all costs. That's all I'm thinking. Now I'm starting to have second thoughts on whether or not we should take that piece with us.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut up, kid.
The hard time is now, old man. I don't remember this.
Kid, I'm like 20.
Yeah, and I'm like 6.
I ain't old yet.
Yeah, but to him, 20 is old.
Damn it. Fair enough, I guess.
I'd like to go explore the church.
I'll go with him. Wait, is Paimon a female or male?
Male bird.
A little baby
Alright.
bird.
I'll go with him.
Either way, he only has a cloaca. Alright, so what are you guys doing at the big building?
I'm just here to make sure Paimon doesn't die.
That's why I'm here.
No, that's why Solus is here.
Yeah.
In that case, Solus, you can take my spot. Alright, Solus is his gun now, I forgot.
Yeah, but that partially also requires Paimon to be a good shot.
Fine, I'll just pull out my .38 revolver just in case.
Nah, if I missed the shot, I blame it on the gun. You could have done better.
Bad
You're
gun,
not gentle with me.
Please don't
Don't
say
care.
things like that in that voice.
I know I realized that.
Alright,
Stop
I'd like to
talking
start
like that.
I'd like to curb stomp this gun now.
I don't think
Can
I don't actually
can
say
I-
that. Please.
Can I join in with the curb stomping?
As you guys participate in curb stomping one of your allies, it manages to start an avalanche, and the entire section of the city falls inwards, killing all of you.
Well, had a good run. Made it a couple of years longer than I thought I would.
And then time
Damn,
resets, and then you're like, huh, that was weird. Maybe I shouldn't hurt my allies. Anyways, what do you guys want?
And then we cold stomp him again.
And then you die again. And it happens every single time that you try to kill each other. The time resets until you do something else.
This
Groundhog's Day, anyone?
familiar.
A strange sense of deja vu.
No, you don't.
Anyways,
remember.
time to cold stomp.
If you die, you don't.
We don't
keep
remember
this.
this.
Wait, if we don't remember it, that just means we're gonna keep infinitely cold stomping.
Alright, you know what? Shut up. Can we please just move on?
Yeah, what
It's just the infinite cycle.
What do you want to look at, Owlboy?
Okay, I'll shut up. Owlboy,
The
you
time
continue.
reset thing isn't real.
I wanted to see if
Solus
there were any
take one
changes.
harm for getting curb stomps.
I didn't even want to curb stomp him. I was kidding. Everyone else curb stomped him.
Alright, fine. Paimon flies away with Solus.
You got pure parachute.
Please do something.
Paimon, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm trying to explore the church to see if there's been any changes at all from it since we've taken the little totem.
There is more writing, but other than that, there's nothing.
Can I check out the... Where was the totem?
Here.
It was inside.
Church.
Was it on top of anything?
It was on the dais.
Raised
That word.
platform at the back.
Can I go to a platform and just like start looking around it? See if
Sure.
like they missed anything like writing? Besides
There's
that.
always gonna be
None of the
writing.
writing in here is legible. It's all just like deep carves and runes.
Wait, so it's different than the one that I managed to understand?
Like, you would be able to read the stuff outside, especially along the fringes of the city, but as you get towards the center, it's overlapping so much that it's not legible, and then at this section, it's just like, it's nothing. It's just scribbles and scrolls so much that you can't tell anything from itself.
In that case, I ain't gonna say I understand it.
The floors, walls, and ceilings here look so like carved into that it just looks eroded and like destroyed.
Try not to hit any of the walls or this place may collapse.
As you call out that warning, the ceiling trembles.
Oh, no, not the
Shut the fuck up. Don't talk. You
I
know
would-
sign language.
I would like
MIA once
Alexander,
said, "Why did you have to
Solus,
speak?"
Paimon, and if anybody else was nearby, to please roll to act under pressure.
I'm watching from outside. I remember what happened last time we went inside.
Okay.
With
Cracks were like kind of.
act under
bad?
pressure is plus cool, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
It is. It's cool.
Ah, that's a 6.
Or Mike or decided to crash on me. What we rolled?
Act under pressure.
It's plus cool.
Alright, and it's 1d6 or 2?
Unless you have additional skill or something helping you, it's just 1.
I got a 4.
I got a -1 in my cool, so this could go terribly for me.
If you get a 1, that's a 0.
You start
You're gonna
screeching
accidentally
like a child.
shoot Paimon in like the
He
leg.
starts screeching like a child.
Just starts firing.
Wow, luck is on my side.
What
I
do you get?
do
I got
want
a
my
five.
gun to spontaneously combust.
I got a 6, but due to the -1, I got a 5.
Okay, that's still a success. Paimon got a mixed success. What did Alexander get?
I got a 5 plus 1, so 6.
Okay, you also got a complete success. You got a better complete success.
I just like covered my mouth completely.
So you guys notice that the walls start to crack and crumble, and as you quickly start to maneuver out of this, Paimon, you're just a little bit too small and not quick enough. And as again, the ceiling was just sort of carved out of this like large landscape that's overhead. So like 10 feet of just solid rock starts to fall down as this building collapses. And you guys manage to get out of the way, but I am going to say that Paimon takes 1 harm.
You okay, kid?
Yeah, my gun jammed.
What are you gonna do? Shoot the rubble?
No, I just need something to blame.
Let's go stomp the gun!
Those of you that were up on the ship would have noticed a streak of fire that passed through the atmosphere as something crash landed nearby.
Oh no, the boss.
I think that would have only been Zero and Telgar, unless Mia stayed up there.
I think I understand it now.
Wait,
Well, not
where did
fully.
Zero go?
Zero left, like, during the collapse.
Oh,
He was never there. I was here in Zero's place the entire time.
Yeah, we've gone back in time to when the first crater happened.
We went back to the first Thanksgiving to take turkeys off the menu.
No! No!
Switch the timelines from turkey to owls.
No.
I hate that stupid meme. Like, I wouldn't stop hearing it. It's like the stupid rubber rat room.
We should probably go.
But Mia, are you down plant side with us, or did you stay in the ship?
I thought May was with us.
yeah, I thought she went planet side with you guys.
Oh, okay.
MIA1 said, planet side.
Okay.
So then none of us noticed it.
Actually, can I roll plus sharp to see if I notice?
I'm gonna say that since you weren't, those of you who weren't in the building might have been able to notice it.
The rest of us were running for our lives, so probably we
Yeah,
didn't
so
notice.
Mia and Silva notice.
Okay.
Can I use medic to say heal up Paimon's 1 damage?
You can. You know how
Alright,
it works.
so let's
Fix
Okay,
my
yeah.
scratched wing, dog.
roll
gonna-
plus cool.
How am I gonna have a flying career after this?
Why does it say plus 10? God damn, I need to get a 10? Patient
No,
stabilized and healed.
Ignore that. Just tell me
Alright, then.
where.
Okay.
Where is your character sheet?
Oh, remember I couldn't send it in?
No.
Here, let's just let me roll. That is a 5.
Okay, so that is a mixed success, or that is a success. So you are able to heal 1. I will say.
Alright, I just like pop out the med kit. Stay still, kid, I got you. And just like patch up whatever like
You
scratch
put a
they
little
got and then put
band-aid
it
on
away.
the scrape he got on his knee.
And then I put it away.
Oh, well. Once y'all are done with that, I think we got a new development that we probably should go check out.
What we miss?
What exactly you said? A streak of fire through the sky? Sparrow?
Yes. As if something burned up on entry.
Something has entered the planet's atmosphere. Don't know exactly what. Might as well go check.
Alexander like pressed the button, taking out a test tube and like replaces it with a new one, then puts it back. Alright, let's go take a look then.
Do I
Maybe
You could
kid.
Paimon. Could just be a meteorite.
Well, whoever sent the statue down here, maybe once we started moving it, they somehow found out about that.
I think the way the statue works is it finds different hosts and it starts eating it, and then it puts any information they had onto the walls. That's my idea I'm getting from this.
This place must have been really weird then.
I will turn down that line of thinking, because if you guys wanted to, you could have set down the statue on a different part of the planet, and it would not have grown writing from it.
Okay.
So it's only this area that would have gotten the writing.
Yeah, you don't know what started the writing, but you don't think that it has any relation to the totem. The totem just happened to be there. But whatever material the totem's made out of, the writing didn't get on it.
Well, we should go
Unless
take a
the
look at
totem
what
used to
hit
be
the
much
planet.
bigger and has shrunk in size.
You said it was like obsidian, right?
Yes.
Is it possible for me to roll plus sharp, since I have an obsidian blade, to know if it's the same or not?
It's not actually obsidian.
It's not.
No.
It just
it's not
looks
glassy.
like obsidian.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's just very dark black. But it's not shiny.
Well,
Should we
let's
be
go.
off crew?
Sounds good to me.
Can't wait till you guys figure out what it actually is made of.
It's
Does
a small
everyone have
music-
a weapon just in case?
I did describe it as very dense.
We make
It was like
grievous
a-
people.
It was like a statue of someone, right?
It seemed to be in shape of a figure.
Well, we ain't gonna figure it out right now.
In
Let's just go
a
see
sort
what
of
happens.
tall humanoid figure that would definitely not be the type of person that would have lived on this planet. In fact, it seems like with the change in their structure and their housing system, that seemed to be more designed for a taller person.
Yeah,
It's as
someone
if
crashed
whoever
it.
crash landed here, these people decided to change their homes to fit this person better.
Yeah, they crash land on the planet, and then eventually they turn them into a statue.
Okay.
He crashed and just turns into a statue. That's it. They didn't even kill him or anything. He's just a statue now.
Now his thoughts run wild inside, and that's what we see.
That would explain the writing that just keeps popping up, but it's a stupid theory.
Well, the fact
Let's
that
just
nothing
go-
is the fact that the statue is not causing damage to anywhere else, it's not emanating.
We don't even know if it's a
from the
statue that's doing anything.
Well, yeah, that's what
well,
I'm saying. The fact that
yeah.
nothing else has emanated from it as so far.
I do
It
think
ha-
part of it held it up. That's why the crater started falling. Well, debris started falling from the crater.
Well,
Alright, enough
I mean,
with the
building
ifs
was
and
going to
buts.
collapse eventually.
I say we head towards what crashed.
Either way, the people on this planet were doing some weird stuff. Let's go.
Probably not weird enough to all die immediately, though.
You sure they all died? They could have
I mean, it
just
wasn't-
left.
It wasn't
It's all
immediately. Look at these structures. They built. Whoever landed here, they built
No,
a
I'm
structure
saying
for
the
them.
time it took for them to die, though, was immediate. Like, whatever started it, ended it pretty fast.
Let's just hope whatever happened doesn't happen to us.
Let's just not do anything that those people do.
Let's just go see what crashed.
History always repeats itself.
Then shut up and annoy it.
Only by those who don't know history.
Well, we don't know the history.
Exactly.
Shit.
Alright, let's just go. We're getting sidetracked.
I mean, I kind of imagine we're walking and talking.
Yeah, was us walking and talking throughout this
I
entire
have no idea how far the thing is, so I'm just kind of like spouting random nonsense.
I just start flying past and not wanting to listen.
So does everyone have a weapon, just in case? You don't.
You want Solus?
Solus, talk like a gun.
MIA1 said, yes, I have Solus.
Yeah, like purse your lips so that your mouth is like a gun barrel.
Why are like 3 of you using Solus as a fucking gun?
Yeah, you don't have.
Stop fucking arguing, guys. Fucking guy. This guy's fucking annoying.
My answer when you said, "Do y'all have weapons?" I said I have a couple. Or when I said a couple, I'm not
Mine
talking
was, I
about
have
Solus.
some. I forced him to turn into my gun, and now he's my gun.
Like you can
Wait,
see
if
on
you're-
one side I have a gun, and on the other side there is a sword, and then on my back there is a flamethrower.
I
You would
have
be able
this
to see
Why
that.
does Solus sound like Cartman?
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Maya also has a lot of weapons.
When you said that, all I was thinking about Solus just screaming, "Mom!"
It's
I'm like
Is
the
Paimon
only one
Kenny
that doesn't
then?
have many
Oh
weapons.
God!
I use magic and shit. Well, I got the little bookie book.
My hands
And-
are my weapons, and if those don't work, I got a .38 revolver in my pocket.
the mind is the best weapon.
That's a fucking lie.
Well, if you don't have a mind, you can't.
Say
really use
that
many
to
other
my
weapons.
fucking gun.
Alright, well, let's
you
just
had
go.
no-
Let's just go.
If you had no
Say
brain,
that
that's
to my gun
Oh,
as it
hey,
shoots you.
hey. If you had no brain in that skull, would you know how to use the gun? No.
Probably.
I got a revolver and sniper.
I'm so close to shooting you both with Solus.
I like Maze style. He just pulls out the gun and says, "Die."
Can we just reach the area, please?
We'll walk into it while having this stupid
Yeah.
conversation.
I'll let you know
What
when
are
we
you
make
talking
it.
about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
What's
the
he
reason
talking?
spend a few more hours arguing, and then I'll let you know.
Paimon, the
We
reason
need
we're
more-
keeping this up is because it's annoying you.
We need more content, Paimon.
We
don't
need
want to listen to.
content.
I didn't.
Why else
want
do you
old-
think people tune in?
I don't want to listen to old men talking, or else I would listen to a podcast.
Then just shut up and go further ahead.
No,
damn
let's
it.
not have the
Pull
child.
Pull the
Like
trigger.
every day.
Pull the trigger. I fucking dare you. Pull the fucking trigger, Paimon. Pull the fucking trigger. Pull
we
it.
need to confiscate
Pull it.
Solus.
I'll shoot
I
both of you.
swear to God, I don't like
Pull the
hearing
trigger.
Freddie talk like this saying, "Do it, do it, do it."
We need to
God
confiscate
damn
the
it.
gun from the child.
Just making a child try to shoot the gun. You just do it. You want it. It'll be
It's
gone.
like
All your
that-
problems will be better. Do it.
It's like that stupid fucking bop it, twist it, pull it, extend it, reload it, shoot it, do it, squeeze
Punch
it,
it, you know, fuck that.
Let's do it.
beat
Let's
it, book
do
it,
it.
end it, shut it, damn it.
Is the victim in the courtroom today? Points to me.
Why does Solus remind me of a gun from Cyberpunk?
That
That's
one with
what
the
I was
bullet.
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
I forgot its name, but I know exactly what
When
you
I
mean.
said it's a gun, but it won't fire, that's what I was thinking. It's that gun, it just won't kill anyone.
Do it, Paimon. Paimon, do it. Shoot it. Pull the trigger.
But I've never used a gun before.
It's a simple weapon. Just pull the trigger.
As you guys
swear to
make your
God.
way outside,
There
of the
we
city,
go.
Finally.
We made it, boys.
I pulled a
I'm
trigger
happy.
anyway.
see the flaming wreckage of a small crash landed ship. Something that would basically be about the size of an escape pod. Something that probably didn't have much coordination or fuel or anything. and has simply crash landed on this planet. Something that may have
I'm gonna
happened
approach it.
a few hundred years ago.
I pull out my gun and I start approaching.
And I started blasting.
Well, no, I'm just like, you gotta be ready. You never know what's gonna be in an escape pod.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my gun and also start approaching with him.
I'm gonna pull out my Solus and start aiming.
Remember to not shoot whatever it is immediately.
I need to find out what's going on first.
If it's hostile, then we kill it and we take its body.
Oh, please don't shoot me!
I take it it's
We
not
could do-
hostile.
Hear me out, Alexander.
Wait,
We
let me
can do
get
Rick and Morty. 1,000 years, Rick and Morty, me and you.
MIA1 said, fire at will.
There's no one named Will here.
Yeah, what do you do to you?
Is that guy Will? I'm pointing at the fucking escape pod.
Okay.
No!
Are you able to
Okay,
get out?
I'm sorry, but I don't know if I'm going crazy here. I keep thinking I'm seeing a little speck on the bottom of the VC channel.
It's
What?
me, Solus. It's me. I'm watching you.
What do you mean you see a speck?
Solus has gone mentally insane. Paimon has driven them insane.
I think your phone's just dirty.
Bring off your phone.
Explained it.
I'm not the one who was driving him crazy. He wanted me to shoot y'all.
Hey, you still did it.
Put the iron in your mouth and pull the fucking trigger.
I
Oh.
should've pulled the trigger.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
they're not. He's not trying to convince you to shoot
Oh,
us. He just said
it
put
seems
it
like
in
you
your
guys have a lot
mouth.
of problems, but I'm just trying to figure out if you guys can help me.
Are you able to get out of the escape pod?
No, I
On
don't
your
think
own.
I can do it by myself.
I pop out of-
Alexander's
I
gonna-
pop out of Paimon's hand.
Watch
Alexander's
my back.
gonna rush over. Just like still holding the revolver just in case.
You might want to hurry because I think the engine's gonna implode if we don't do something.
Medic
Can I
over
eat
my
him?
back, and I rush forward to try to see if I can see
You get
inside
shot
first.
17 times. I'm just kidding.
And
And
I'm the shooter.
Die! Paimon killed all of us. That's the end of the campaign.
You
Paimon
run
was evil.
up to the crashed wreckage of what is clearly a small escape pod. Despite its size, it seems like it has broken apart. It seems like it's a bit bigger than perhaps the space elevator that your dinky ship has. Like it seems like it would fit like maybe 8 people or something, but there
that's how
is
you know
only
we
one
broke.
person in here, at least one person that is alive. There is some burning and flaming wreckage, just sort of pieces strewn about. There is not much of an impact considering how dense this Earth's crust has become. From what you can tell is that there is a single living entity in this chamber, and they seem to be about 9 feet long and about maybe
What
3 feet in diameter. And you cannot tell where their face is, as they are basically just sort of a wormbus creature.
Worm
But they're
bits?
just sort of squirming around, and there's pieces of wreckage that is collapsed on top of them, and they're like, I'm sorry, I can't really reach anything, and I'm not strong enough to get out from underneath of this.
I don't know about you guys, but that description doesn't exactly match up with what they're saying here. You're 9 feet tall, but you can't open or pull something up.
They don't have any limbs. They're just
Oh, they
a
don't got
giant-
any limbs?
No.
What the? Oh,
They're
well,
just
that
like a
explains why
giant
they-
worm.
It's a gigantic worm. Alright,
Yeah, they're
let's
kind
open
of
the
like a
damn thing.
fleshy grayish pink color. And you can
Well,
kind
let's
of
try to
see
get 'em out of there.
their organs inside their skin.
I'm staying far away from.
Wait, so they're like see-through? We
Yeah.
could see into their body?
Yeah, and they're kind of like scratched up and they're kind of like bleeding this sort of like clear liquid.
So they got blood.
I don't want to necessarily describe it as blood, but they've got something oozing out of them.
Alright, well let's...
Alexander's instantly there, slurping them up.
Alexander pops out
Let
like...
me heal your wound.
Mind if I get a taste?
I don't know if this is standard ARC protocol.
How do you know what's ARC?
We don't really got time to be asking questions. We'll get them out of there and let the damn thing explode.
Where's the fucking garlic?
Alexander's just like slowly gonna turn towards Solus.
I look for whatever the door would be.
There is no.
It'll...
The door is 3 miles away from you. Like this thing has crashed open.
Oh,
So
it
they're
is
just
open.
like stuck underneath something, right?
Yes. And the engine is like not going, but it's like glowing.
We gotta
Like it's
get
going
him out
to
of there
explode
now.
in a little bit. So you
Doc,
could
cover
either
me.
try to rescue them quickly, or you could try to defuse the engine situation.
Could Alexander try to pull out the engine and get it the fuck out of there?
You want to try and grab the engine?
And,
how
like,
big
set
is
it-
the engine?
How
Uh,
big
How
is
do
the
you do
engine?
that?
I
Yeah.
don't think you're gonna be able to do
Roll
that.
plus tough, my dude.
Oh,
I'm sure
I was gonna
that'll
see if I
end
could
well.
eat my way through.
Wait,
I'm
If we get rid of this
what
thing,
is
the
Solus
problem will
doing?
be solved.
What is Solus shooting?
No, I changed back to my slime form.
Yeah, he ran over with out of his slime form.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if I could just like eat whatever he got the person stuck, or has the person stuck.
You
Alright,
guys try to get him out of there. I'm gonna
roll-
try to keep this
Roll
thing from
me,
blowing
roll
up.
me plus weird, Solus, and roll me plus tough, Alexander.
Got
Is
it.
possible for me to try and cut it open as well with my sword while
It's
Solus
open.
does that?
Okay, yeah. You can roll plus tough as well.
That is a full.
Or, since Solus and Paimon are basically doing the same thing, one of you could give the other an additional dice. Oh, actually, one of you can roll to help out and see if you can give the other person an additional dice.
Okay. That
Well,
would just
I got-
be a D6, I believe.
I got a 6.
All right, that's one success.
I got a 5 for helping.
Okay. So Solus, you get an additional dice because they got a success.
And then plus weird.
Yes.
That'll be an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you just like go in and just like completely consume the entire bar that was like covering this guy. He's like, "Oh, okay, that was wow, you're really something special there, mister." And they are like completely clear of the wreckage and they wriggle their way out of the crash site. Alexander, what did you get for your thing that you're doing?
I got a full.
So that is.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna have you mark experience.
Oh,
I don't like where this is headed.
You go up to grab this thing, and it is white hot. That the second that you place your hand on it, you take 2 harm.
God damn.
It's an engine, albeit an escape pod, still a spacecraft.
But then the Wormbus guy is like, "Oh, we should probably get as far away from that thing as we can," and just starts like writhing away, just like a seal, just like immensely quick across this unencumbered terrain. having to do like slight hops across the cracks on the ground, but otherwise is just like completely scooting.
Can I decide to make it to where it won't blow up?
Yeah. In fact, I would like everybody to roll to act under pressure again.
No.
Oh no.
So that's plus cool, right?
Mm-hmm. You're cool, right?
Alright. No, I am not. Okay,
Then why do you
let's
keep
see
putting
what I
yourself in
get.
danger?
For the memes. Oh, I got lucky again. That's a 5 plus 1. That's a 6.
Alright, a complete success. You get out of the way.
Can I use an egg point?
You may use an egg point, which means that you take 1 automatic success. But what was the dice that you rolled?
I got a 2, but minus my 1 and cool, I got a 1.
Okay. So that is a complete success and a complete failure. So a mixed success.
I was about to say, damn, Solus sucks at
Are you
dodging.
sure you don't want to mark experience and take that failure?
No. I don't want to
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
Engine blows up.
Yeah.
It goes flat.
You'll be fine. You're already gonna
wait
go
a minute.
splat.
Isn't... Oh, wait, no. I forgot Paimon's no longer holding Solus as a gun.
If I was, I would have been able just to fly him out or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, isn't Solus like a gun, so wouldn't Paimon be the only one rolling? And then I realized, nah.
No, he turned back to slime.
Yeah, I remembered that. May didn't come up with us, so I don't really think they need a roll.
No,
Unless...
she didn't run up to it.
Okay, so
I'll say
May
that
doesn't
she was
got a roll.
observing from a safe distance. She was keeping a sniper angle in case there was danger.
Just in case the thing decided, you know, I'm gonna take a bite out of one of you guys.
Okay. Everyone else got a complete success. So all of you, maybe some of you are fast enough and can dive away, or maybe one of you ducks in like one of these cracks to avoid the explosion. Everyone except for Solus, who just is kind of like hopping as fast as they can, but manages to catch some of the blast. And they just sort of get lifted up into the air as this thing explodes. But you don't catch any of the explosion, the fire, or the force, or come down or anything. But there is like a superheated piece of shrapnel that is like maybe just about to hit Paimon, but you're just in front of them, so you take it first. And as it enters into your body, you feel yourself getting like cut in two, but it like stops just short as you are, you know, so stressed out that it like dissolves inside of your body so quickly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you +1 weird and -1 tough.
Ooh.
You have like now like a sort of weird you're Captain Marvel now.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Interesting. I didn't know that was possible.
let me go to my character sheet.
No, Solus, no, you'll be remembered a hero. Oh wait, you're 5. Never mind.
So wait, so it's +1 weird, then -1 tough.
Yes.
Damn.
So wait, what are your stats at?
So I'll have a +3 in weird, but
Hey.
but then my tough goes down to 1. To a +1.
Hey man, better than having a +0.
If you'd prefer to just take 1 harm instead, I will let you do that. Or 2 harm,
It's
excuse
fine.
me.
It's fine.
Okay.
Go for the maxed out weird. Be a weird little guy.
I wouldn't normally change the stats of just any character, but you specifically, I think. Oh my goodness gracious!
What in the world?
What is this?
What is the purpose of that?
No, Isaac!
Because he's a weird guy.
What the hell?
I was trying to look for the slime one, but they didn't have any good gifts, so I just had to use what I had.
Hold up, I want to take a look. What the fuck? What the hell is that? Why is there a Mr. Potato Head?
Anywho,
Oh,
you know
Alright.
what, Solus? I'll let you mark experience,
Okay.
because that was an experience.
Don't worry. I think I could regain that tough someday.
I have a question. Is
Yes.
he actually just basically a worm?
Yes.
Alright, it's got dinner time here. Time to get some snacks. Let's go.
Here.
You're an owl. You eat bigger prey than that.
They are bigger than you. They could
Calm
probably
down,
swallow
old
you whole.
boy.
Nah, I wouldn't.
He'll one day be the Alaskan bulldog.
Alexander's like walking up after the explosion. Everyone
Oh
good?
goodness, well that was pretty treacherous, but I'm really glad you guys were here. It's really nice to meet another member of ARC all the way out here.
We really need to put tape over his mouth.
Why? What's
Why?
wrong?
Where'd you get the idea that we're ARC?
By the badges that you guys got on. You
I
guys
don't got
do
a
have
badge.
badges on.
Except for me.
Alexander just has a thing around his arm.
And I saw your vessel as I was coming into the atmosphere.
All right, what are you doing in this sector?
Well, a few of my friends and I were trying to escape a mining center that was taken over control in a quadrant near here. We kind of just made a break for it, abandoned our posts, and jumped in a escape pod. Well, basically all we could do is just sort of launch it, and then it just sort of went into space, and, well, we couldn't really control where it went or contact anyone, so it just sort of kind of zoomed out here.
Hold a minute. You keep saying we, but we only saw you in there.
Yeah, the rest of my companions kind of died in the process on the way here, and, well, there was Jerry, but he got impaled on the landing.
I think I would have preferred someone else.
We
Sorry
barely
for
made
your
it even
loss.
to the escape pod.
Alexander's like pulling out his medkit.
You okay?
Yeah, I mean, my back end is kind of beat up. I had to plug one of the holes when they shot after us, but, yeah.
Let me take a look.
And they, like, expose their tail end, and you can see that it's, like, shriveled up, and it's, like, the worst case of, like, have you ever seen, like, frostbite on somebody? That it just sort of, like, gets black, and, like, yeah. That's sort of what it looks like. And, like, part of his tail is, like, disintegrated, is, like, falling off. Other than that, they have, like, some shrapnel wounds and, some scratches and burns. It looks like they're seriously injured, but they've been surviving on pure adrenaline.
How long ago was your escape attempt?
And while they're talking, Alexander is gonna decide to get to work on trying to help out this guy.
Okay. Without abusing that annoying voice too much, they basically explain that their name is
Maury Sanchez.
no.
Michael. His name is.
No, their name is Marty.
Oh god.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Marty McFly.
Marty Stew.
I was thinking more like Maury Smith
No,
because
their
of
name
the
is
voice.
Marty Stew.
No, I think that's what he was trying to go for.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because the other guy said Maury McFly.
No. No references here. Their name is Marty Stew, and they basically worked at a very simple, like, even more basic and bland job than, like, sort of what you initiates are hired for. He was basically stationed on an asteroid mining belt, where they basically just sort of had like a big old hangar, and you know, ships would come and go. People would go out to the asteroid field to try and, you know, mine any materials they could. It was a very dangerous job, but you know, people are pretty desperate, you know, and so it's not really something that sort of ARC, you know, works with. ARC is more about, you know, maintaining, you know, connection with. They're sort of like the interplanetary NATO for the most part, but one of their main goals is like trying to find new species of life, observe them, see if they're capable of interacting with ARC and sharing with the global intergalactic peace treaties and whatnot. But at the very least, just sort of, you know, keeping an eye on things. So basically, Marty works in a separate division from ARC.
Show us your badge.
Unfortunately, I had to eat it because I was trying to plug up a hole.
Fair enough.
That isn't fair enough, but okay.
I mean, you guys
Looks
could,
of it.
if you guys wanted to, you could go investigate the crash site and find some more bodies of people and find some badges on them.
Can some of you try to go get the bodies?
Yeah,
I
why
prefer to make sure his story is correct.
Yeah, sure.
Just
let's
make
try
sure
to
you
see
yell
Bob.
loud enough if something happens.
Hey, May, you mind pointing your sniper rifle at him real quick?
MIA1 said, copy.
And as they go look at the bodies, I'm gonna keep patching the guy up.
Okay, do you actually want to roll to heal this guy?
Yeah, I'll do a couple rolls. I'm not really familiar with the guy's body though, so this is gonna be.
Yep. This will be difficult.
You're not used to Earthworm Jim? Damn.
No, I am not.
Jim was my father. My name's Marty.
God
So tempted to just pull out the 38 and just shoot him and say, well, couldn't save him.
But I did get us some more food that isn't just slum.
Let's see, that's a 4 + 1, so a 5.
Just pull out the silenced pistol. Pop, pop. Operation successful.
We got more food, boys.
Okay, so I got a 5.
Okay.
So
You managed to like kind of make their situation easier to deal with, but you aren't necessarily able to sort of heal them. Again, their physiology is something beyond your understanding, so this would be...
I'm not used to this guy, so I'm just stabilizing him at this point.
Yeah.
He should make it back if we leave. But
So-
this is all I could do. Sorry, bud.
So,
I'm not used to your
where are you
kind.
guys going next? Can I hitch a ride with you?
If your story checks out, sure.
Okay. You guys go investigate the crash site.
Correcto mundo.
How about you
Me and
guys
May
roll
is just
to
gonna
investigate
stick
a
with both
mystery?
ones in.
That is a fail.
You find several bite marks. No, I'm just kidding.
It blows up again.
You get too close to the wreckage, and some of it like pops and explodes a little bit, and just kind of singes and burns you. Go ahead and mark experience. And I think as you like try to poke around, unfortunately, you set some of the bodies aflame even more.
Bodies are all we needed anyway. Confirmation. Bodies.
Alexander's just gonna like try to make some small talk with the guy. I'm not really used to your race. What exactly
I'm not
are
really
you?
used to you either, friend, but you know, that's sort of what that Soul Intergalactic Space Station's all about, is interacting with people you don't really know.
You got a point there.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I won't do that.
No, go for it. I dare you.
Don't eat the bodies, Freddy.
No. A tentacle comes out of my side as I poke the patient that Alexander is treating.
They don't respond.
Oh, I already finished eating. I thought you were going with the others to go look for the bodies.
No, I decided to stay.
In that case,
MIA1 said, "It's so tempting just to let the hammer rip."
no killing the guy. If we bring him in alive and he turns out to be telling the truth, we might get paid extra.
Is he really worth it though? No offense.
Look at our ship and ask that question. I'd rather have better stuff than not having better stuff.
I'm trying so hard to figure out what the hell I'm just saying.
Pretty much just don't shoot the guy or kill him yet.
I'm not even a gun.
Alexander hands him the .38.
You want me to store this or something?
No,
Don't shoot him. I don't have a gun. Hands a gun. Don't shoot him. Why do you give me a gun if you don't want to shoot him? Just don't shoot him.
Because I have to make a point. Don't shoot him.
I point the gun at the guy, Marty.
As I said, don't shoot him. Keep an eye on him. I'm gonna go check the records. I'm gonna go with what's his name, and see if I can set a.
The second you turn your back, Solus gets eaten. No, I'm just kidding.
MIA1 said, "We could probably get the same amount money even if he's dead."
Just like a full cup of Jello just gets sucked up at the word.
The guy got nervous and just decided to eat Freddy.
Jello.
I mean, it could go both ways.
Alright, I'm gonna go with Rhett's inside of find the bodies.
Okay. The all of the wreckage is on fire. Everything's been exploded.
We can't see any of the bodies in there then? They're gone?
I mean, you can kind of see something that might have been some alien body. Nothing really identifiable.
There are bodies here.
Well, there goes that plan of see if he was telling the truth. Up to you guys if we take him or not.
Yeah, it's a really
question.
shame about Larry. He had a really nice revolver on him.
What are the
On
badges
second
made
thought,
out
I
of?
might go take a look again.
What are the badges made out of?
Alexander will take off
plastic.
his badge and hand it.
Oh, plastic. Okay.
Yeah. Like, you guys have gotten, like, you guys are basically wearing, like, buttons.
Wait, so is everyone just plastic?
Yes. Like, they're like 3D printed or something. They're like made out of some sort of material that's not designed to, you know, survive explosions. If you guys die, they die with you. They're kind of, that's kind of the purpose of them, you know?
So yeah, there's no sense of us finding it in the fire then.
No.
So there's no way to prove he's telling the truth. Well, it's up to you
Not
guys
really.
if we take him or not. If you excuse me.
I mean, we weren't really security detail. We were a bunch of engineers, so... I mean, unless if you guys are interested in a laser level or something, there's not really anything worth trying to dig out of the fire.
Laser what?
A laser level, you know, it's kind of like this box that you place down and it shoots a concentrated light that makes it so that you can make sure that things are level. It also kind of tells you the distance between things, but that's kind of neither here nor there. So when you're like building stuff, you can make sure that things are square. Hey guys, your pet is whining and whimpering over here.
That's not
He's
a pet, that's a
He's a weird
backpack.
tag along.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's a
Either
backpack.
way-
I wouldn't recommend talking about it. It's very feisty.
Either way, that is fire. It's a situation we don't have anything to put out fires with. So
We could toss the backpack at it.
Yeah, well, maybe...
MIA1 said, no.
I agree with that one. I don't think that's a good idea.
Maybe if your
Fine.
pet cried more, they'd be able to put out the fire or something.
Damn!
Pull the trigger.
No! I didn't just fucking patch him up for you to put him down.
I mean, isn't that the reason why you've got a plasmoid with you, to be able to, you know, snuff out things by absorbing energy from them?
The fuck is a plasmoid?
That's basically referring to any sort of race that's not, like, made of physical matter. Which is what
Alexander's
Solus
just gonna,
is.
like,
Solus would be a
Look at
plasmoid.
Solus. But at least I know what the hell that thing is now. Anyways,
It's a flying.
Solus,
can't
you want to
really
try
do
eating
anything
some of
else
this
here.
fire?
Can I?
You want to
give me
try?
back my gun before you do that.
Sure.
Give me my gun!
No, fuck you.
You
Soul
give it
says,
to him.
"What gun?" And you see like just bubbles inside of him.
Seriously,
MIA1
give me my
said,
gun.
give me the gun.
Hold on. Wait, what's that one character from Monsters vs. Alien?
I don't care, give me
Yeah.
my fucking gun.
It's like Jeff or Greg or something. I don't remember.
Oh no, it's Bob.
Bob. Yeah, that's right.
That laugh. I cannot mimic that laugh.
Can I just get my gun back?
Why'd you give it to him?
Just in case the guy decided to do something, he could shoot him.
That's what Mia was for.
Yeah, but having two people with guns is a hell of a lot better than only having one.
I don't trust the little slime dude with a gun in the first place.
He ain't exactly little. But I see your point. Seriously though, give me my gun before you go near the fire.
Freddy, why did you post the same GIF that I posted?
I was looking for it too. I didn't notice you were posting it.
MIA1 said, he's staring at the end of my 50-calorie sniper.
Calories?
That's a lot of calories in that gun.
That's a lot of calories.
Damn, you feeding him? Why is everyone posting the same fucking GIF? I knew
She said 50 cal, but apparently the bot thought she's meant calories.
The moment you guys mentioned Bob from Monsters
versus Aliens. This is the exact scene I was thinking about.
Besides, I don't have your gun no more.
What do you mean you don't have my gun?
I gave it to that guy.
Yeah, I've got your gun for you.
How?
Don't
He
ask.
has no hands! What the fuck?
They did write Cal.
MIA
Marty
once
is
said,
inconceivably
Men, I might
holding
not
the
have
gun.
a brain, but I have an idea.
Alright,
got,
I'm just
like,
gonna
Rayman
walk up
hit
to
gun.
Commodity and take my fucking gun
Okay, you can
and
do
put
so.
it back in its holster.
What's your idea, Mia?
It's a little bit goopy.
I don't mind the
I think she was quoting Bob, and it's like, gentlemen, I may not have a brain, but I have an idea.
But I have an idea.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I don't remember much of anything. Other
I
than
remember that line.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
I proceed to balance towards the towards the fire.
Okay. You slip and fall in one of the cracks, and you fall 20 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna ask the warm guy real quick.
So you said your area was taken over by pirates?
I didn't say what they were taken over by, but sure. Pirates
It
or
makes more
something.
sense.
Do you think they're still chasing you, or did they give up? How long, like, how long were you in the escape pod?
I mean, we were kind of trapped in there for a few cycles, so...
Cycle means day, in case you forgot.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
I mean, I was keeping track on the onboard ship computer, but, well, kind of hard to read it now.
Yeah, I
Fair
would imagine
enough.
so.
Sorry, my brain isn't so good, and it's hard for me to remember stuff. As of me not really having one.
We can see that.
Technically have like 48 brains, but they're kind of just used for motor functions.
And I'm pretty sure some of them's probably been damaged.
Not Larskin.
As I said, I'm pretty sure some of them's probably been
Damaged. I couldn't say it fully without laughing.
Take an egg point. That was good, I like that.
I'll take that 8 point.
Okay. Solus, what are you doing?
I would like to try to eat the fire.
Okay, you're kind of trying to snuff out the plane. Flame.
Is the 8 points the ones that give me an additional roll or allow me to reroll?
Neither. Egg points give you an additional dice of success. So you don't roll that dice. It's just an automatic success. But it's an extra dice. It doesn't replace the dice that you have to roll.
Damn, I have 3. Not bad.
Do you have like a move or something that you can do, Solus? Or what are you doing?
No one else here has anything that could take out a flame.
For moves, all I got is inhuman, recharge, and detachable parts.
What is recharge? You may repair yourself. You know what? Roll plus weird then. And I'll give you 2 dice with this because I think that you are like trying to recharge by trying to absorb this this energy, which is fire. So it's unstable energy, but it is like force.
While Solus does that, can I patch up my hands because they've been burned?
Got a
Yeah.
6 and a 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you snuff out all of the fire and you regain 3 harm or 2 harm.
Well, let's go.
Just like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I got no more harm.
When the fire's out,
Get to
Alexander's
work.
gonna go up. Can we try to find anything that might be left of the bodies? I know I'm not gonna find the badges.
Yeah, you find. Actually, go ahead and roll plus sharp.
That is a 3 + 1, so 4.
Okay. I'm gonna say that there are kind of 4 bodies. Which one? I'll let you investigate one of them.
I'll just take a look at the closest one.
All right. I'll just roll a random d4 then. Okay, you investigate what looks like there isn't even a body. It looks like it's been completely burned away, but there is still remnants of like a suit of some kind. And you find a damaged Omni-tool on it.
What's an Omni-tool?
An Omni-tool is something that can be used to repair machinery.
So something an engineer would use, which
Correct.
goes with the guy's story.
Only meaning all.
I'll take it.
And tool
Right.
meaning tool.
It has to be repaired, though.
Yeah, I
I
don't
missed the-
mind signing it.
I missed the
Figure that out
perfect
later.
joke there.
What?
When Freddy said omni meaning all, I said and tool meaning tool. I should have said and tool meaning Freddy.
Well, it seems the guy wasn't lying about being an engineer.
Well, that guy who had that tool was an engineer. Maybe.
And this guy was with him. So unless you're saying all these guys somehow didn't notice this big guy over there.
Not necessarily. You just have, if you're investigating something, you need to you can't rule anything out unless you have firm, hard, definitive evidence. Just because someone had a thing in their possession doesn't mean
I'm
that
not
it was
saying we take him by his word. I say on the sit back, we have a gun pointed at him the entire time.
MIA1 said, "Is there any weapons?"
Can I look? See if I can find anything that might have been a weapon?
There's 3 more bodies.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look at the next one. Etsy, can I try to find the one that he was talking about that got impaled?
Yes. You can search that body, but go ahead and roll plus sharp. You can see that there's kind of like a multi-legged kind of like insectoid person that is just sort of like crumpled up, and most of the
That
limbs are
is
broken
a 4 + 1, so 5.
off. Okay. You find a damaged drill on their person.
And I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
All stuff engineers would use. Well, let's keep looking, I guess. Wait, didn't that guy over there say this one had the revolver?
No. That was Jerry that got ripped up.
Fair enough. I'm gonna look at the next body.
No, it was Larry that got impaled. Jerry had the revolver. Where did the bot go?
I don't know. It just said it got disconnected.
Okay.
Where did Paimon go?
Oh, Paimon left a while
He's
ago
been
and
gone
said
for a
BOB.
bit.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna wait for you to get the bot back in here, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
investigate
no,
the
go ahead
next
and
one.
roll. What'd you get?
I got a 1 + 1, so 2.
Okay. You do find a gun, but it is like completely melted and only usable for like,
Damn it!
material.
Of course, the one time I'm all like, alright, this one's got the gun. I rolled the lowest possible number. Alright, I'll take it and just like. Well,
But
I
yeah,
found the gun.
it's like a melted handgun.
I'm like holding it by like 2 fingers. I found the gun.
It fuses to your fingers.
Fuck! Please tell me you're kidding.
No, but you're able to kind of like pull them apart because you just got like metal fingers.
Alright, I'm just gonna pull them out real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna toss the gun over to the side.
It melts through it melts through the ground.
Leave that there until it cools down. No one touch it. No one touch it. You know what? Fuck it. Solus, you want a snack?
It sinks into the Earth's crust and melts with the
Solus! And everyone blows up. Game over.
Snack?
No snack.
It was
Snack?
a weapon of
No
mass
snack.
destruction.
Yeah, I'm just gonna toss it
treat,
at
no
Solus
treat,
like
treat, no treat, treat.
just like a damn snack. There you go, there you go, Solus. Have this melted gun as a snack. Alright, I'm gonna look at the last body.
Alright, Solus, do you consume the gun?
Absolutely.
As
Also,
you
by the
break
way-
into the components of it, the energy cell that was inside explodes and deals you 1 harm, and then you consume the rest of it and you heal 1 harm.
That was an energy gun?
It's like
MIA1 said, damn it, no parts.
It was like eating a gusher. It was like boom, and then ooh.
He lets out a really good burp.
It's a good thing we fed it a Freddy. If we kept it, it might have blown up in our hands.
Yeah, it might have blown up in one of your guys' pockets, yeah.
I prefer not to die like that. Alright, we got 1 body left. Let me investigate.
Okay.
I got a 5+1, so that's a 6. By the way, because I got a 1+1 last time, is that a fail?
Yes, so go ahead and mark experience. Good point. Yes, you find a relatively intact, like, pocket knife multi-tool thing. You know, the thing that's got, like, tiny little, like, scissors and tweezers and, like, a knife and an iron board.
This could be useful. I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Oh, yeah, that was, Barry's pocket knife. I think her mom got it for her.
Sorry about your loss, but I'm sure they'd rather it not go to
Well,
waste.
you know, when Terry died, I didn't really care, but, you know, when Mary got, injured, I was kind of starting to get a bit worried.
Not a big fan of Terry.
No. I mean, Jerry was cool. I didn't really care about Larry either. I mean, he was alright, I guess, but Terry was kind of a dick.
you. I'm starting to like this guy. Well, that's everything I could find on the bodies. Bunch of stuff engineers would use, I guess.
Everybody in the escape pod was Terry, Mary, Jerry, and Larry. And Marty.
And this guy's name is Modi.
Yeah.
This guy's the only one that doesn't go with the fucking pattern. What the hell?
That's why he survived.
We're dealing with the Randys again.
Basically. I did that accidentally. I was like, Jerry and Larry, and you know what? This guy's Mary and that guy's Terry.
Do you guys think we should take the dead bodies with us?
I
Just
mean,
leave 'em
Art's
here.
not really gonna want him back, you know, dead weight and all.
Fair enough.
I mean, usually they don't want us to be
MIA1
like,
said, we can sell on the black market.
they don't usually.
What are we selling?
they're
Their
a bit
ashes?
Ark doesn't really appreciate it when we do some sort of like contact with alien planets if we're not, you know, supposed to do that thing. But considering you guys are already here, I think it's kind of beyond that point, I assume.
Or
Do you
meant to be
tell
you?
Marty about the planet and what the state of it's in?
No.
No,
Okay.
he's not part of the mission.
Anyone got a shovel? Or anything I could bury these guys with?
Yeah, they're already in a coffin.
Yeah, the
Hey, Solus, you want a snack?
I'm just gonna make Solus make everything disappear.
Hey, no evidence left
traces.
behind, am I
Leave
right?
no traces.
Leave no traces, am I right? We got him here for a reason.
If Solus consumes the bodies and the
MIA1
wreckage,
said,
he will
burned bodies.
he will barely fit in the escape pod by himself.
You know what? We shouldn't. We don't need a fat Solus. Let's just leave him here.
Hey, think about it. The bigger I am, the more things I can hold.
He has a point, but I'd rather not do 3 fucking sips of us going back and forth. Because the damn slug guy himself is gonna take up the entire thing.
Look, if Ark wants to do something about it, we can just tell them, and they'll deal with it. It's not our job.
I mean, I'm not
Fair
really
enough.
gonna stop you, but if you're gonna eat my friends, I'd kind of like to not be here. I mean, you can eat Terry for sure, but
What did Terry do?
oh,
I don't know, he just
Terry was
didn't
a
like
total
him.
a-hole.
How long were y'all
Too
captives
bad
for?
you're joining them.
Shut up, May.
Mia.
I won't oppose to that.
Alright, let's just go. There's no point in staying here any longer.
How long were y'all captives for?
Marty sort of explains that it was a rather quick hostile takeover, and they basically shut down all the main systems. They were able to avoid the threat for a while because they were the only ones kept alive because they were able to keep this sort of space station up and running. They're not sure how long ago the takeover was. Maybe a few days or weeks, maybe a month or so. Again, Marty's memory isn't that great, and
He is in very bad condition. I've only stabilized him. I haven't healed him.
Marty's race doesn't have good memory.
Okay, that also really makes stuff worse.
Yeah, that's sort of why Marty was the one that sort of survived, because he was basically a living cushion, you know.
So he was best for surviving a crash, unlike
Correct.
everyone else.
Yes.
He's like that damn picture of what
Escape
humans
pods are
would
not
evolve
designed
like.
to crash.
Shitty escape pods, in my opinion.
Escape pods are designed to be jettisoned into space and then survive for a little bit before someone stumbles upon you and rescues you. They're like
Well, there
lifeboats,
wasn't any rescuing
you know?
this guy.
Alright, let's just go. There's no point in looking at the dead people anymore.
But it does sound like it's, you know, if someone were to launch an escape pod and have it crash land on a planet, which is sort of what you guys have surmised, is that this would be from sort of the same section of space that Marty just came from. So at the very least, if it didn't even come from the space station would have reports on where, you know, that person crash landed from.
So they might send someone?
No, like, if there was another escape pod that came from the space station that crash landed here before Marty, it would have been from the same place. If that makes sense.
Oh, I
It's-
get it.
It's the closest section of space that would be able to keep track of that sort of information. So it is pertaining to this planet, but also if you guys just want to go home and call it a day, you can.
And if like one of their pods is aimed in that direction, that's intel.
Yeah. The fact that Marty's, you know, escape pod crash landed pretty close to this original crater. Again, this planet has basically dried up since then, but
Either way, we can't control where the ship goes, so we can't. Yeah.
Can I take a look to see how big the crater their escape pod made?
It's considerably larger. Again, the original impact was about like a football field size, like significant.
How big is that compared to the crater that we were at, looking at that town?
No. The town's crater was a football field. Marty's was barely even a dent.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant theirs was.
No.
I was about to say, God damn, what was this thing made out of?
So you either get the idea that whatever crash landed here wasn't an escape pod, it was like maybe a ship of some kind, but then again, like where is it, you know?
Well, we have no real way of determining where it might be. Mm-hmm. Did we go underground in the tunnels?
I mean, yeah, you basically did. There wasn't really anything, you know, further down than where you guys explored.
Yeah, it's usually not advisable to go into unexplored caves without a plan of it.
Not to mention, we have no lights.
I mean, that's sort of what you guys are paid for. You guys are basically D-class personnel.
We've done everything we can here. We're limited with what we can do at the moment. I say we go. If we take this guy, that's up to you.
I mean, I've been saying we should go for a while now. I've just been waiting for everybody else to agree to this smart idea.
Yeah, I say we leave now. Should we take this guy with us, though, or should we leave him here?
He hasn't really given us much of anything to prove his story, so I don't care either which way. He doesn't exactly seem like too much of a threat.
If we take him, we're gonna have to keep an eye on him the entire time, though.
I mean, I could be pretty useful.
You said you're an engineer, right?
I mean, I said my friends were engineers. I kind of just worked in security. By that, I mean I kind of just sat behind a desk and looked at monitors.
So, in other words, he's useless.
Well, it also means he's not really much of a threat.
I could do other things too.
Let's just take him.
I don't know. I think we should just let the art deal with them.
Let's just take him.
The only reason we're on this damn planet is because we needed to get some kind of artifact. That's the whole reason we're here.
We grabbed everything we needed to anyways.
No, I don't punt Solace.
We grabbed everything we needed to. If we bring this guy in, we might get paid extra. Either he's lying to us, and he dies, or gets tossed in jail, or he's telling the truth, and we bring a guy with useful information. Think about it. If
what information? His brain is literally dumb.
He could tell them about that takeover, I guess. He might know something.
And how long do you think he'll remember that?
Remember what?
Exactly.
Even if that's the case, Solace, don't.
I say we bring him anyways.
Any mission that we're on, don't divulge that to people who aren't a part of the mission, even if they aren't going to remember it in the next 5 minutes.
Just
say
saying.
Nothing about the mission. Let's just take him. He's not really a threat. I'll keep an eye on him the whole time.
There's a lot of dead weight, but alright.
I mean, sorry, what?
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate it, guys. By the way, do you have anything to eat? I've kind of just been floating through space for a while now.
You can survive a few more days.
Oh, jeez.
Do you eat blood?
No.
Then I got nothing for you. You can hold off for a few more hours. Or days. Maybe a week.
Oh.
Let's go. And I'm gonna decide he can move on his own, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case,
But he's
I'm
moving
not gonna.
so slow, and he's kind of shaky, and he's looking pale.
In that case,
His natural healing factor is reduced because he hasn't eaten anything in a long time.
I'm gonna say something real quick.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna say something real quick. Hey, you said you didn't like that Terry guy, right?
Yeah.
You're hungry, aren't you?
Oh, jeez.
We don't got any food with us. If you're hungry, Terry's right over there.
I need you to roll to manipulate someone.
I got a -1 for that, so...
Could I test your system in any way?
Just like pats me on the back, you got this, bud.
Alexander, roll plus charm.
I got a 6 -1, that's a 5. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess can't let good resources go to waste. And he slowly kind of slithers back towards the wreckage.
I'm going to the ship.
And then just like in one fell swoop, just swallows Terry whole. And then just starts like worming their way back towards you guys. Okay. I guess I'm taking Terry with me.
Come on, let's go, guys. No point in staying here anymore.
As you guys get into the space elevator, Marty starts farting really bad. Like, oh man, I hope you guys have got some good air filtration on your ship.
Tightens my mask.
I blame you, Alexander.
You can't even smell. Shut up.
Slimy, eat the fart.
I'm gonna carry you to
Oh my god!
You guys just stick Solus in Marty's rear end as like a filter.
I sure as hell ain't using my mask for it.
MIA1 said, "Thank God I'm Erexo."
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 of us that have something to keep us from smelling. The Etzel and me with my mask. I don't think Solus can even smell. He's a slime. Retz is the only one really smelling it in.
Yeah, me and Paimon are the only ones who have normal breathing functions other than you and your mask. Because Zero is also robotic, and Telgar is brain. I don't think brain has
Wait,
nose.
Telgar's a brain?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, right! I forgot about that! Isn't Zero, what, the brain's, Sovereign or something?
Zero's just a sentient armor.
Never mind. Let's just go up. Alexander's just like sipping blood on the way up.
Okay. Do you guys want to conclude the mystery? Basically, leave the planet now?
Yes.
Yeah. There's nothing else we can really do with what we
MIA1
got.
said, "I proceeded to write in my book."
Actually, I should have shot him when I got the chance.
This was a really good first mystery, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I wasn't here during the first one, so I missed out on a lot of the mysterious stuff.
Okay. Let's see. You guys start to make your way back in the ship back to the Ark.
I'm gonna have me and what's the guy's name again?
Marty?
Marty.
Modi. Yeah, me and Modi is just gonna be in a room looking at us the entire time. I'm keeping an eye on him.
I mean, again, this like ship that you're on is just like one long cylinder. It's just like a big old hallway. There aren't like really individual rooms. There's just sort of like sections of it. So there is no privacy at all.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm
I think
just
the
gonna
only
be keeping
person
an eye
that
on
could
him.
get privacy is Solus, and that's by him like wiggling into the inner workings of the ship or something.
My hands are still like boned up, and I'm just keeping an eye on the fucking Modi.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah.
Reds wants to come over so I could patch up whatever damage they took.
I mean, the only damage I took was just I accidentally cut my hand on some of the rocks, so I'm good. I don't really need much.
I would bandage up my hands, but
Okay.
nah.
But for retrieving the totem, which is what you were tasked for, you do earn 1 SP, which is 1 ship point, which is an upgrade that you can get to your ship. For getting the written text documented, for getting a sample of the moving scroll, and a rescue mission, basically, you guys have earned 6 credits, which you guys.
I told you it was a good call.
Yeah. You guys are then given the task of going and investigating this basically distress call. But in order to get there quick enough and to have a decent amount of weaponry, you guys are given access to a different vessel. The vessel does have a pilot. The pilot's name is...
It's just Modi.
Let me see if I can find a picture of Gamil. Silva, do you want to post a picture of the ship and the campaign info? If you just want to like quickly Google
I did just launch the game, by the way.
That works too, I suppose.
I launched it because I had a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
While we're back at the main area, can I get my hands patched up?
Yes.
By the way, you said 1 ship point and how many CP?
You get 1 ship point, which is 1 SP, and then you guys get 6 CR, which is credits.
CR.
So you guys can spend credits on anything in the gear tab. There is currently not a list for ship upgrades at the moment because you guys are currently renting out this ship. So you can't upgrade this ship. But one of you does recognize this ship. Silva, this is your ship that has been commandeered. It has been completely repainted. It is sort of blue. But yeah, it sort of looks like this if you guys look at his live stream. It is a fast and agile ship with a moderate cargo. Not big enough to hold another sort of vehicle or vessel or anything. But yes, it does come equipped with a hacking net array for interfacing with other sorts of technology, but Silva will tell you that it's also very good at hacking into other ships and disabling their systems. Or activating systems, you know. It also has some other things that I forgot. Do you wanna talk them? I don't remember what we wrote down. I think it had like a salvaging system.
Yeah, let me see if I can. I don't have the salvaging on this yet because I had to get that.
And then it has agile engines.
Yeah.
And those are the three main things that it has.
It can be used to salvage and like sort of do.
Oh, it has an armory. It has like it has some weapons in it, basically. But I think they didn't know about your weapons. I think you've got them like stuffed in storage lockers or like smuggling drawers or whatever. So like you'll have to remember where they are and randomly you'll have to roll to see if you have a weapon basically stuffed away somewhere. I think that's what we decided.
Roll to see if they didn't find it and take it, because like he is the kind of person that would have just hid stuff everywhere.
Okay.
You never know what you're gonna need when you're dealing with boarding parties.
MIA1 said, "So question, can I submit my side quest I got from the beginning of the mission?"
Sure. What's the side quest that you wanted or you had?
It's a good thing I decided to cut off some of that riding. But we need to talk about how we're gonna handle credits.
That I had to find out what could possibly had made this planet people extinct.
Well, that was part of the mystery, just as, Paimon also had visions, which I think you guys didn't figure out. So you just don't get anything extra from that. But if you guys would now like to roll for going to investigate the, asteroid belt, the asteroid mining station, you guys could roll for that if you want as well.
Sure, why not?
Well, you don't roll for that. Maya and Paimon would roll for that, but Paimon's.
Aw, man, but I got a fool.
What are you rolling for?
I don't know. I just like rolling dice.
Okay. Actually, I think I would like to end the session here before we move on to the next mystery. I think I'd like to let you guys sort of collect your findings and figure out what you want to do next. But you basically have a ship now.
Oh, by the way, I'm keeping track of the SP and credits.
Yeah, I had a thing too.
I will say that because you guys are here, if you guys would like to take first crack at spending credits, you certainly may. Or if you guys simply want to end the session here and we can sort of talk about it out of session, we could do that as well.
I'll just say we save the credits for now. We only got not that much.
All right, I'm gonna call this session here.